Well, the maker of a super spicy chip is pulling its product after a teenager died from a so-called spicy chip challenge. 14-year-old Harris died last Friday after trying to do the one chip challenge. The chips are individually wrapped and warn consumers of, quote, vengeful pleasure of intense heat and pain. Harris's autopsy results are still pending, but his parents say the challenge contributed to his death. Joining us now is Dr. Anthony Harris. Doctor, thank you so much for being here. So could a food maker really put something this dangerous on the market? I just can't comprehend it.
Well, thanks, Kelly, for having me on. And the answer is yes, right? We know that there are a number of items that are widely available that, if overconsumed, can cause harm. Now, the difference here is this is a one chip, right? So this is not something that one would think would cause overconsumption of a particular item. But in this case, we're talking about capsaicin. Capsaicin is a very strong irritant in every hot sauce that you can get over the counter. But in this case, your average hot sauce is about 85 what's called Scoville units, a measure of the heat, so to speak, 85,000 Scoville units. The capsaicin in these chips can probably reach well over 1 million.
Wow. Well, I'm assuming there are warnings on these chips. I don't know. I've never had one. But how can companies get away with putting these things on the market? Is it the warnings that need to be there?
The warnings absolutely have to be there, right? And they are there. And I know from firsthand experience, I too participated in the one chip challenge with several of my neighbors. And I learned very quickly that people do respond very differently to this particular challenge and this chip, the capsaicin. And those warnings are specific because we know capsaicin clinically can cause allergic reactions, the worst of them anaphylaxis, which we don't know if that played a role in this case, but certainly consuming a high level of capsaicin from a chip like this for someone who's sensitive could be very harmful and cause even cardiac problems that could lead to death.
Just tragic. All right, doctor, thank you. Our next story, the family of a man in New York says the Peloton bike led to his death. Ryan Furtado was doing a Peloton strength workout when he got off his bike to do exercises on the floor, but when he grabbed the bike for help, he hit his neck and face, severing his carotid artery. So, doctor, this seems like a one-off accident. But is this a risk we should be considering when it comes to purchasing large exercise equipment?
So in this case, Peloton is saying that they're not liable for this unfortunate accident. And unfortunate it was, that this was not a result directly of the actions of the company. Now, we know Peloton has had several recalls on the seats that could be catched while in use and other items, and that they're still dealing with. Right. And so in this case, it's not clear as to was there a defect that Peloton was aware of that led to this unfortunate event. That's likely going to play out here, and we'll understand whether there's liability in this case.
All right, we'll have to keep an eye on that one. And our last story, would you buy medication from Amazon? So the online store is now selling the popular weight loss drug Ozempic in addition to Walmart's online pharmacy. But is it safe? So, doctor, first, what do you think?
I think buyer beware, right? Because it's not just that it's being sold at these big box stores to signify that it's gone through scrutiny enough to be safe, right? So we need to be cognizant of what's being sold. It's not incumbent on these distribution warehouses to do due diligence on the packaging and the actual over-the-counter, so to speak, medication, right? So at the end of the day, we have to be cautious about where we source our medications from because not all medications are equal when it comes to the scrutiny that's necessary to keep us safe.
So, doctor, what would you tell a patient who needs to save money by ordering from one of these companies? What's your best advice?
Sure. I communicate to all my patients the same. I say, look, pay attention to where you're getting it from. Know the difference. There is a difference between branded Ozempic and even the crystal structure that's proprietary to Novo Nordisk, the manufacturer, and these generics that are being widely distributed online. And some of them I know firsthand, I've spoken to, pharmacies included, have received cease and desist letters from the FDA or the manufacturer because they're manufacturing the generic in a way that's not compliant, right? So we have to be educating ourselves around the medications that we consume and where we source them from.
All right, do your research. Great advice. Dr. Anthony Harris, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.